Good evening, everyone. Yes, this is Master DK, on channel number 100 that I made. On this one, I just want to talk about stuff of interest to me, and take you guys along on the ride. Today I want to talk about the wonderful world of comic relief. You know, since I'm a sucker for some good comedy. And something I have come to realize is the variety when it comes to comic relief characters. You have ones that are genuinely funny and enjoyable to watch, then you have, well, minions, and every character like them. Then you have all the ones in between. So it begs the question, what makes a good comic relief character? I think it all really comes down to not only how well your piece of media is written, but in just how much effort you put into your individual characters. There are times when there's a masterpiece of writing that falls short when it comes to a specific character. For example, I consider the movie Tarzan an absolute work of art in Disney animation. But the comic relief characters are Turkana and Tantor, and let's face it, they're not the best characters in that movie. Then, you have movies like Shrek, a prime example in my opinion of writing a three-dimensional comic relief character. Yes, I'm talking about Donkey. What makes Donkey so great? Well, aside from being very funny, there's also a lot of charm to him. His personality is very outgoing, and while it's shown to be quite an annoying trait, specifically for the main character, it's also one of his best traits as well. He has a heart. The only thing he seeks is companionship. And after Shrek saves him for being put into a life of captivity, he seeks it with him. Shrek, being an introvert and a very flawed character in the beginning, gives Donkey a polar opposite character dynamic to work off of, fleshing out both their characters even more. It shows us the limit of how far Donkey is willing to go for a friend, even if that friend doesn't seem to want anything to do with him. And through him, Shrek does open up over time.
Look, I'm not the one with the problem, okay? It's the world that seems to have a problem with me. People take one look at me and go, "Ah, help, run! A big, stupid, ugly ogre." They judge me before they even know me. That's why I'm better off alone.
He ends up revealing some dark truths he's kept for himself all these years. And Donkey doesn't go off on any idiotic tangents or make little wisecracks. When the time comes to get serious, he listens. And when Shrek is at his most vulnerable, he comforts him. Things start to look up for these two. And they still have their spats from time to time, but hey, what friends don't? And Donkey still remains supportive of Shrek, like when he encourages Shrek to go for Fiona, understanding his feelings for her. However, through a big misunderstanding, which honestly was the most frustrating part of the movie for me, Shrek lashes out at his new friend and abandons him. What does Donkey do? Goes after Shrek! Not only that, we see Donkey at his absolute limit. He is sick and tired of being unappreciated. He claims half of Shrek's land to get under the ogre's skin, prompting an argument. And when it seems that Donkey is about to give up completely on Shrek, something unexpected happens.
You are mean to me! You insult me and you don't appreciate anything that I do! You're always pushing me around or pushing me away!
Oh yeah? Well, if I treated you so bad, how come you came back?
Because that's what friends do! They forgive each other!
Yeah, Donkey didn't just come back to stick it to his best friend. He came back because he forgives him for turning him away. He understands that Shrek really isn't angry at him. He's angry at Fiona, and to a degree himself. Donkey has come to understand his friend so much that he can see through his rough exterior. It shows the development of the bond between these two. That last line in that clip honestly still gives me chills. You can feel the aggressive amount of investment in Donkey's voice. Huge props to Eddie Murphy for voicing this character, by the way. He brings a uniqueness to this character unlike any other. And then, yeah, after the two make amends, it's back to Donkey's usual shenanigans. But hey, once again, doing it all for Shrek. 'Cause he cares. And this movie would not be the only time we got to see Donkey's loyalty and compassion. It's very present in the sequels too. Just look at Shrek Forever After. Ever notice the order of which how much the world has changed is weighing down on Shrek? The first thing we see is not how much Fiona has changed. It's showing how much Shrek and Donkey's friendship changed. Yeah, their bond is shown to be more important to the writers than his bond with Fiona. At least I think, I'm just speculating here. But I mean, come on, we have way more moments with alternate universe Donkey than we have with alternate universe Fiona. Coincidence? I think not! But this really goes to show how, out of every relationship displayed in the Shrek franchise, nothing quite matches the one between these two. They're truly an iconic duo, and we get to see how it develops, what paths it takes them on, and how it would look if it never came to be. And all of it is incredible. Donkey is character writing at its finest. Shrek, I don't know. In the first couple movies I thought he was written great. Kinda meh after that. but Donkey, in my opinion, has stayed his true self in all 4 of these films. That's not easy to do, but it worked with him. Now, the question is, do I want to see a Donkey solo movie made? You know, cause every lead side character that is amazing and hilarious in a popular piece of media needs to have a spin-off, right? Wrong! I do not want to see a Donkey solo project. I don't want to see Donkey solo, period. Donkey works off of Shrek in these movies. Shrek works off of Donkey in these movies. Do not split them up. It's the same with Patrick Star. He works off of SpongeBob. Sheen Estevez works off of Jimmy and Carl. Cleveland Brown works off of Family. Point is, apples are not oranges. Liking a character that isn't a main character doesn't mean they need to be a main character. I'm fine with them not being one. So many times have creators thought it was a good idea to do this, and it never works. But enough of that. I hope you guys can see that despite what feelings people have about the Shrek movies, a lot of effort went into making them good movies. Even if it didn't always work. And a lot of that effort seems to be put into Donkey, and overall his relationship with Shrek. I'd like to know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on the Shrek movies, and what are your thoughts on Donkey? Let me know in the comments. Not bad for a first video, I guess. I'll probably be making longer videos than this in the future. Regardless, it's nice to let loose every once in a while and talk about things. So that's why I made this channel, really. I'm not here to be a voice of reason or a commentator on drama, just want to make video discussions. So if that's of interest to you, you can subscribe to the channel and I'll be working on more of these soon. Thanks for watching.